Hello, hello, hello. Happy Wednesday. I hope you guys are having a great day. I'm down on my main floor instead of up in my office because my dog's outside and I have a feeling as soon as I'm alive, she's going to want to come inside. So I decided to camp out down here. I am having a wonderful Wednesday. I hope you guys are too. I've already had my eating window. That's very, very abnormal. I normally am still fasting at this point. But I'm doing something different for the month of October. I did this last summer, so it's over a year ago at this point. But every day for the entire month, I'm only having a 1 hour or less eating window. Last time I did it more as a trial just to see what it was like. And this time I'm doing it again. The other video did well. And I wanted to show people, like, I still day in, day out get met with people that are like, I could never do that. I love eating too much. So I just really want to do it again to demonstrate that even if I spend 23 hours and every single day not eating, having a 1 hour eating window can still be joyful. It can still fit fun things in. I can still move that window to what's important to me. So today I went to breakfast with a friend and I just had my eating window in the morning. And then tomorrow, I'm trying to think. Tomorrow's Thursday. Tomorrow I don't know if I'll have lunch or dinner. I'm not sure. I'll have whatever I want, wherever I want it. I can move that eating window, and having a 1 hour eating window can still be extremely satisfying. And I just think it'll be fun to share. So that's what I'm doing. I will have shorts of every single eating window. I'm like so far behind in getting my shorts out that it's going to be like a ways before those shorts are shared. So if you're wondering where they are, they're coming like probably in November, like after that's done. I don't know. We'll see. But I'm a little behind in sharing my shorts. But I had a good eating window today. Me and my friend went to breakfast. She turns 40 later this month. So it was kind of, but she's going to be out of town on her birthday. So we got to have breakfast together, have fun. It was a really good time. We went to Aldi together afterwards. And, honestly, like for me, that's like a perfect eating window and day. Spent time with someone I love, whether a friend, family, had delicious food, out to eat. It's like perfect for me. So I hope you have a similar wonderful eating window. But I'm going to get into the comments now. As a reminder, if you're new or if you've never been on the lives, I leave right around 2 o'clock. It's about half an hour. We just chat. I try to get through whatever I can, but I look forward to sharing with you guys. I am going to see if I'm holding this with my hands, make it a little more stable, but that's like the most unflattering view. But this should be a little better. My mom says, hey, mom. She's also moderator, so don't be naughty or my mom's going to catch you. Rosie says, so great to catch you live. Well, I'm glad you're here. Thank you for joining. Kieran says, happy Wednesday and October. Yes, woohoo, I love October. Barely at 18 hours from my cycle, and I'm so excited for my barbecue ranch salad I packed. About to walk first. Yay, get those steps in, but that sounds amazing. Barbecue ranch salad, yummy. Maybe tomorrow I'll have a giant salad. That sounds really good. Although I'm like super stuffed. Karen said she loved my costume video. I can't even think of that video without feeling embarrassed. So thank you. That was something, just to give you guys a little behind the scenes. If you didn't see yesterday, my short went out. I made that video over a week ago. But I wanted it to get out on October 1st, like the start of October and Halloween season. But my husband, so for me, I hesitate to say viral because some people get 20 million views, but I had a short go viral for me. It got, I don't know, over 700,000 views, and it was about Chipotle. And then right after that, he saw that Chipotle had Spirit Halloween costumes, and he joked that I should do that for Halloween. And I was like, of course I should. So then I did it, and I ordered it, and I said it would be really fun to go order a burrito. I ordered it exactly like the topping said on the wrapper in person. And it was just a lot of fun, but it was super so outside my comfort zone. Even though I love goofy things, it's still like really, you feel weird doing it. So it was fun to do it. I was really glad when it was over, and Elsie and I just laughed about it for so long. And so it was fun. I'm glad you liked it. And then I was so nervous yesterday knowing it was going out because, again, I put stuff out there, but that's even out there for me. So thank you for the encouragement, Kieran. You're always the best at that, which is why you're a fabulous coach. Oh, Rosie says, been so helpful in her own intermittent fasting journey. I'm really grateful for that. Thank you for sharing that. I'm obviously not an expert or a medical expert of any variety when it comes to nutrition or medical advice, but I'm someone that really loves fasting. I love the simplicity of it, and that's why I share it, is I want other people to find the same peace and joy that I have found. So I'm glad to be a small part of your journey, Rosie. Yaris, hello. First time catching it live. Well, welcome. Woohoo. My mom and I love the woohoo. So it's fun to see you say that too. We always say that to each other. Oh, and Miss Lady Winter, first time catching it live. Well, welcome. Okay. Oh, there was a post about questions for Q&A. When will that be? I'm hoping to actually record that tomorrow and out soon. I am like kind of stacked a bit out, and then it takes a long time to record questions and answers because I do them getting ready, which makes it take like 10 times longer for me to get ready. And I hope to record it tomorrow is my goal, and then it should be out relatively soon. I don't know exactly off the top of my head what the day will be, but hopefully soon. They take a little bit of editing time because of how long it takes to get through them. The costume was so cute. Well, I'm glad you liked it. This is going to sound really weird. I didn't realize how much my underwear line showed through it, but that's all I could see when I watched the video back. Diane asked, what app do I use to track my fasting? I use the Zero app. I was going to show on my phone, but it's over there and I can't really reach it. When I say this, 100%, I have never paid for anything. I'm not affiliated with them. I use a free version. Every day they try to get me to sign up. I've never, and I probably will never pay unless I like had to, because they're taking away a free version. But I use the free version. I signed up over 4 years ago though. So I don't know what it looks like to sign up today. Some people have seemed irritated when I say I use the free version and they say there is no free version. I don't know if there's anything free still, but I have never paid for Zero, but I've been using it for over 4 years. So I don't know if I was like grandfathered into a free version. I'm not affiliated with them. And because I already have it, I don't know what it's like to re-sign up, and I don't want to risk, I guess I could probably download it on my husband's phone and just pretend, but I don't want to risk losing my streak by like trying to redo it, if that makes sense. Rosie says, oh, thank you so much. I have the gift of openness and relatability. I trust you 100%. Honestly, I'm too lazy to be anything but like actual. If I shared, this is like from a creator's perspective, the amount of effort it takes to record what I'm doing to begin with is a lot. I can't imagine what it would be like to record what you're doing and also be inauthentic, because then you have to remember the lies, essentially. I can only share with you actual what's happening. That's my only bandwidth. And honestly, I don't want to obviously share anything else. But thank you for sharing that. Sometimes people I know think, I share that I eat too many carbs or too much sugar, but you know what? This is what makes me want to share authentically. One, it would be too hard to be anything else. But two, I still remember 100% when I was listening to Intermittent Fasting Stories, Jen Stevens' podcast, when I was first fasting, before I ever thought that I'd share any of this online. There was a guy who talked about eating a peanut butter shake every day. And you didn't hear that from most people, like that openness. And I thought, I'm someone that wants a treat every day. I like to have treats every day. It's very, very hard for me to cut out foods or to feel like I can't eat something. And I can restrict time as long as I can enjoy food. That may not be the same for everyone, but I really appreciated him saying like, hey, if I want a peanut butter shake, I have one any day that I want it and I can still find success. That was relatable to me. Like, okay, I understand wanting that. I mean, I don't want a peanut butter shake, but I want something sweet, or I want, what I want every day. So his relatability is why I feel encouraged to do the same thing. Because if I said, oh, well, I only restrict desserts to Saturdays, but then I'm really eating them off camera most days. Like, how am I going to, bottom line, I'm glad you appreciate it. And it's much easier that way. And it's what encouraged me early on was hearing people that eat easy too. Like easy as in what sounds good. And you just restrict the time, not the what. Let's see. Yo says, I paid and the paid one is so good. Your channel on the app has changed the game for me. Yay. I am curious what the paid one would be like, but I like the free one so much. I've just never taken the plunge. Let's see. Miss Lady Winter, what's your number on the upper left of your Zero app? Just curious how many days you have. October 18th will be my 1500th fast. I know that. I have more days than that because sometimes I do like a 5-day fast and that's one fast. I do a 3-day fast. That's one fast. So, but my fast in a row is like 1580 something or 14, excuse me. Let's see. I'm going to reach for my phone. I don't share those purposely though on my shorts because they're way out of order. And I don't feel like arguing. People get really possessive of their non-content, like you blah, 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 as if I owe them an explanation of why it's out of order. But I don't share them in order just because it's more about sometimes timeliness. But I'm at 1484 right now. And I don't want to give up that streak. So that's not 1484 consecutive perfect fasts. Days like today, because I'm only eating one meal a day, I'm not worried about my 18 hours in between. I had a 15-hour and 84 or 48-minute fast in between my two eating windows. But then tomorrow I'm going to have a much longer fast. It's going to average out when I'm only having 1 hour or less. So I still track it whether I get my 18 hours or not. Excuse me. But that's how many consecutive fasts I have in a row. Zero is still free. You just have to not sign up for the paid version. They are persistent, but don't sign up. And the next time you open the app, it'll be there. That's what I did a month ago. Okay, good to know. I really should probably just try it out on Matt's because when people ask me, I'm like, I don't know. It's been a long time. But thank you for sharing that. Let's see. Nana Tiedman Elmley. I think the hardest part is when I have fasted for 16 hours. But if I can get past that, I can easily fast for 21 hours. Pretty interesting. Yes. And this might be an encouragement to you. So when I say fasting is pretty easy, it doesn't mean I don't have humps like that. Of course, there are times where it's like food tempting, could go for something right now. But yes, once you get past that hunger, it's like your body's like, okay, well, I guess she's not going to feed me. It's like a signal that your body is then going to go find its energy source elsewhere. That was always encouraging to me. Like, and again, not a medical person, not a scientist. This is my rudimentary understanding and regurgitation. But when your body is like telling you it's hungry and then you don't feed it and then you get past that hunger wave, it then is going to find the fuel that it's looking for. So in my mind, it's like, oh, yes, I didn't feed it. It's going to go use the fat stores. Also, if you never got hungry again while you're fasting, that's not a good sign. Like you want to have hunger come because it's showing you that you're flipping that metabolic switch. If you're never hungry, your body is just like so used to fasting that it's just waiting for the food. I heard that elsewhere recently. I can't remember. It was a different video and I was like, yeah. So those kind of like tidbits that I hear or read help me to think like when I get a little bit of hunger, I'm like, yes, we'll fight through this. And I know it's going to go to the fat stores. Woo-hoo. Rachel said, I can never do social media with all the negativity. I'm so glad you found what works for you. You know what? It does suck sometimes, but not on a personal level. It's just more like, why? And it's annoying. But when I take a step back, I know that my life has changed for the better. And I know from so many others that it's me sharing has helped change their life for the better. So that's why I keep going. But people can be mean. V. Cruzan, what a beautiful name. When you say one meal, can you have 2 meals in that hour? See, this is where I'm not extremely legalistic, and I guess it really depends on who you ask. What I like in my mind, it doesn't really matter. I mean, quantity matters at some point, obviously. Like I could eat, I don't know, how big is a giant cheesecake in a single hour, and there's probably 4,500 calories in that. I'm just making that up. But if I did that every single day, obviously I would gain weight. So quantity matters in some variety, but I'm not doing that. when I eat one meal and I eat, like yesterday, I had butter chicken and then I had some popcorn and a cookie after I ate the butter chicken, all within an hour. And is that lunch and dinner? No, like, I think of it like I didn't eat breakfast this morning, I didn't eat lunch mid-afternoon, and then I had dinner, and yes, maybe I had dessert with it, but in my opinion, if I have a snack before dinner, I have dinner, and I have a snack after dinner, that short time period, there's not room to have multiple meals. Yes, I could have a large quantity of food, but that is a single meal. So I don't get super legalistic. Oh, there she is, wanting to come in. I don't know if you can see her over there, but I'm going to let her in. I'll carry you with me. But I don't think you could have 2 meals. You might have giant portions. You might have 2 different types of food. But like, I'll go to Culver's and I'll order an entree salad and a burger meal and eat that as my one meal a day. But that's because I'm only eating once a day. So yeah, I want to get my vegetables and I want to have the fries and the burger, but that's my one meal. Does it matter that I ordered 2 entrees? In my opinion, no. So I guess that's where I'm at with that. You could probably dice it and define it a million different ways. Let's see. Jody says, you're the only live I watch. I appreciate you. Well, thank you. Training for a full triathlon right now. My fasting is not as consistent as I would like. I plan on picking it back up after race day. I would imagine that maybe inconsistent fasting is what you need as you're expending that much energy. And good for you doing the triathlon. I'd love to hear how it goes, but thank you for joining the live and the support. And I applaud you for doing a triathlon. I would love to do something like that just to say I've done it, but anything that involves running. I have looked into walking a marathon though. I would like to maybe do that someday. But go Jody. Everyone say hi to Emmy. Emmy, can you say hi? We're going to the dog park after we pick up the kids. She just doesn't know yet. They have a puppy mastiff there, and my kids keep trying to go the same time that the puppy's there, and he's going to be there after school. So she's going to get to see him, and they're going to get to see baby Emmy. Irene says, trying the up day and down day method of fasting, having headaches when I eat. Am I breaking my fast inaccurately? Well, every time I ate when I was early into fasting, I would get kind of just like, I wouldn't feel the best, a little bit of headaches. But I guess I don't get them at all anymore. I feel kind of tired and sluggish, especially on up days when I eat. I don't know that you're breaking your fast inaccurately, but if I were you, because this is such a personalized question, I would pay attention to like, okay, got a headache when I ate, insert whatever you ate, try something different and see if you see different results. And then you can kind of play around and see. I have found, no one wants to know this, it's not headache, but if I open my fast with something warm and creamy, so I'm talking a latte, creamy soup, it has to be warm and creamy, I get diarrhea essentially. However, that is not, I haven't done that in so long that I don't know if it would still be the case, but I just know I can't do that. Now, I don't think that's like fasting 101 that happens every single person, but I know for myself, like I stopped drinking hot lattes to begin with, period. I used to drink them before I was a faster. I cannot have them now, especially drinking at the beginning of a fast, or excuse me, at the beginning of an eating window. But that's just like really paying attention to what affects me. The other thing, and I don't know that this would be, a lot of people, if their electrolytes aren't in balance, find that they get headaches. I've never had that from electrolytes. I get really sore legs, but that's in the middle of my fast, not when I break it. So I'm not sure, but I would kind of journal and kind of pay attention to what does that to you. I've had different things that I just stopped eating because I don't feel good anymore. And it's, to me, I can avoid not feeling poor much more than I can say, like, I can't eat this because it's off limits. I don't know if that makes a difference or makes sense, but that's my thought. Oh, okay. So V says, thank you. I like to start with a fruit bowl and then have my dinner. I would 100%, if that feels good to you and that's what's satisfying, I would not feel like that's 2 meals. Absolutely no way. Because one, you know, this is the example I always use because it was like a life-changing moment. If you go out to eat and you get an appetizer and then you have a dinner and then you have dessert, you're not like, oh, I went out to lunch and dinner. You went out to dinner or you went out to lunch, but you don't count that. It's just like a larger meal. I would absolutely, especially something like fruit, I wouldn't even worry about that. Find the balance of satisfying things that you need. Fruit is really good, and foods that you love. And if you can like mix that all together and find a great balance, go for it. Hi, Dawn. Late to the live, but quick question. Are you doing a challenge for October? I'm not doing a community challenge. Anyone can join me if you want, but I'm just eating every single day, 1 hour or less. I know you know this, Dawn, but anyone listening, I regularly have shorter than 1 hour eating windows. I'm not training myself to do this. I'm not at all, like, this isn't new to me. So I would never suggest someone start fasting and do this. So I'm not at all encouraging someone that this feels odd to try it. But personally, every day in the month of October, I'm having a 1 hour OMAD or less. I don't care. Yesterday I ate dinner, today I ate breakfast. I don't care how long is in between the eating windows. But Monday, I have 1 hour maximum. Tuesday, I have 1 hour maximum. So I'm going to move it wherever I want. That's my personal challenge. I'm vlogging it. I'm sharing every one of them as a short eventually. But it's not going to be, I'm not doing it community wide, but if someone wants to join, they're able to. Kieran says, Emmy, sweet girl, does she have a costume? My pup is going to be a devil unless I can find a pup bingo costume since Liv wants to be Bluey. I know nothing about Bluey other than knowing it's a TV show, but I'm guessing bingo's on there. We do not for sure have a costume for Emmy, but we have a green golf cart, and our neighbor was like, if your family's not Scooby-Doo for Halloween, you're missing an opportunity. Because we have a green golf cart, we can make it like the, what's it called? Oh my gosh. All I can think of is Dream Machine. I know that's not it, but, you know, they're mobile. And then Emmy would be Scooby-Doo, and then we could all be characters. But my kids don't want to do that, but I love that idea. And Emmy is like passenger princess on the golf cart. She loves it so much. Our neighborhood loves seeing her on it. So that would be fun. We also joked, my older daughter has a boyfriend. Well, she had a boyfriend, and this was a while ago, but they joked about being Wendy Peppercorn and Squints from Sandlot, and then Emmy being Hercules. So those are ideas we've had. She doesn't love to wear costumes though, so we'll see. But she does wear t-shirts pretty good. So she could wear a Hercules like baseball tee. But that's what we're at right now. Daniela says, I don't drink black coffee or tea. Any ideas on what to drink besides water? I add sugar-free electrolytes to water, which I like. Thanks for your channel. It's one of my faves. Well, thank you for being here in the comment. No coffee or tea does make it really hard. Because I only drink coffee, tea, water, and then the sugar-free electrolytes I drink at most once while I'm fasting. Those are the only things I drink. I don't know, honestly. If you don't like I don't like hot tea, but I absolutely love iced tea. If you don't like them hot or you don't like them cold, maybe try the other versions. But honestly, I don't really have anything else for you. I also drink sparkling water that's unflavored. Those are the only things that I have while fasting. I have tried drinking other things while fasting more as an experiment. I would love to tell you that diet beverages don't make a difference, but for me, it makes a huge difference. It makes me very hungry. So really, I would stick with coffee, tea, water, and then even flavored electrolytes may not work for everyone as far as breaking a fast or making you feel hungry, I guess. For me, it doesn't make me feel hungry. So I don't really know. I would play around, but I really love clean fasting. I did it for 3.5 years without anything. And I do think it makes a big difference to do clean fasting, coffee, tea, water only, and then add something else in and see if it bothers you. That's how I knew that Diet Pop was up. And I say that as someone who does enjoy Diet Pops. Watching from England. Hello. I normally do 22 daily, throw in a 36-hour fast every 2 weeks. That's amazing. Love it, Paul. And that's very similar. I feel like that's a very, very similar to what I normally do. 22, I think, is about my average. And then I throw in a full day fast on occasion. It used to be weekly. Now it's probably more like every 2 weeks. But I love it. Thank you for watching. Oh, yep. Karen, right on with the headaches could mean electrolytes. I definitely agree with that. Keeping it positive, Jackie. I'm on day 3 of my 5-day fast. I'm doing really good, full of energy. Yay, good for you. That is amazing. You and Kieran, 5 days. I just don't think I'll ever do it again. But I love it. I also love the feeling. I know you're going to be, it sounds like you're on the coasting part, full of energy. It feels so good to know you did that, and I'm proud of you. Mystery. Okay, we put it together. You said mystery van. I said something machine. Mystery machine. Woohoo! Teamwork. Yes. So with our bright green golf cart and then the dog that loves to ride in it, it would be fun to do Scooby-Doo in the mystery machine, but eek. Will peppermint tea or chamomile tea break my fast? I'm coming from the world of Jen Stevens and what she suggests and how I learned to clean fast. I would not drink those flavors while fasting. However, I think if you learn what it feels like, just water, because that's all that you like right now. And then, wait, you're not the same one that doesn't like. Sorry, I'm getting my comments here mixed up. That was Daniela. I wouldn't drink those. The flavors could make you feel hungry. However, if you know what a clean fast feels like and you try them, you could see if it makes a difference, if it makes you feel hungry. But I think that's a very personal, like what your reaction is. I personally do avoid them while fasting. Yes, Kieran, I 100% agree. Sparkling water is different than regular water. I absolutely love it. I open, one every night usually. And then if I have it left over, like I have that from last night, it's my favorite. Let's see. Progress and transformation. Don't be sorry. Thank you for joining whenever you're here. And hello from New York City. Lady Winter says, I always have Diet Pop while fasting. It's the only way I can get through. It actually fills me up from the carbonation. I definitely understand the carbonation filling you up because I feel like the same thing with the water. And you know what? Every person might feel differently with Diet Pop. I wish it didn't make me feel hungry. I love that you are testing. And you know what? Honestly, what's better, fasting and having Diet Pop, even if it's not perfect to some people's standards, or not fasting at all because you can't get through it? 100% think doing it with Diet Pop is better than not doing it at all. For some, it just might make it harder, which is why I share that. But I love that you have found what works for you. Woohoo! I got all the comments. And the dog is sleeping. And we survived. I'm so excited. Well, guys, thank you so much for coming to the live. I will have shorts. I know I took a little break from shorts because I was behind on my editing, but I'm excited to do this 1 hour and kind of just share with the world how joyful just 1 hour can still be. And I will be live next Wednesday still. I think next Wednesday I have no issues. There is a Wednesday coming up that something had to be scheduled and I had no choice. Kids. But it's not next week because next week, Wednesday, is the 16th. But I'll see you guys live next week, and I'll have videos until then. So thank you for joining, and I hope you guys have a great week. Ciao down and ciao. I never say that on lives. I don't know why.